South Africans have become embarrassing to this point. South Africans in middle class, yeah, they're trying to, I know there's a thing of it, they're trying to get to your middle class, but you that's middle class, you playing a big role in keeping corruption alive. You're the type of people that has worked yourself off out of poverty, or work yourself out of a state of poorness. As soon as you work yourself out of the state of poorness, you start looking down on people that was in a position that you were once in, thinking that you're better than these people. You don't do it outrightly by saying it or speaking it out loud, but you do it subliminally and it shows on you. The more and more we study you and look at you, the more and more it shows on you that, hey, you become a snob over the years. Being middle class long enough has made you a snob. And you think you a good person for that. You think you cool. As long as you see, hey, you feel sympathy for the person, you guys show false sympathy for people that you see struggling on the road. You show false sympathy. Because the thing is, you don't want to help for the sake of helping out of the goodness of your heart. You want to help for the sake of receiving something out of the help that you give. That's not helping. It's a con artist. Intrinsically, the middle class become a bunch of con artists because they were conned. They still being conned out of, what do you call this? I mean, you fought for liberation, but you settled for education. You're the only people, like middle class people, like colors in Cape Town, you're the only people I see that that fought for liberation. You gave your life and all the stuff for liberation. People died, but then you settled for education. This is why Bantu people is wondering what is going on with you, and going hand in hand with this Boer or whoever, the oppressor, the old oppressor that you always seem to be, I don't know, be buddy with. You have forgotten who was there for you originally and who originally fought the struggle with you. Yes, Bantu people is you might think that they keep them what they are, but if you really find out who Bantu people really are, you will respect those people. Remember, most of you who's here among colors in Cape Town, so-called colors, you Bantus that's mixed in color, that just you were Bantu, you were black, but you just during apartheid you changed your name or your classification unto colored, just so you don't have to feel all of the heat of being black, because there was too much heat and it was too hot being black. So you like, shit, let me take this load off me and change my classification to colored, thinking you can blend in, but you stand out like a sore thumb. It stands out like a sore thumb that you're part of the Bantu family. But instead, you act like you're not part of it. You come through a Bantu grandmother. Like my father comes through a Bantu mother. Full breed. But whenever you talk about Bantu people to that man, hey, that man is like, nee, God, like a man with a thick ass nose saying that he doesn't have a thick nose or big nose. What are you talking about? Big lips, big nose, big everything. But you want to look like this Mlungu that has spits nose, spits this, spits that. Even sy wat 'n koeie is, hy het die spits nie in die kak wat sy so draai met inmeng. Sy het die kak opgetel dus begin meng het, maar nou ding sy die spits nie en al die features kom oorspronklik van jou af. Ja, dat is gemengde mense soos 'n aas en hy voel so wat spits nie, maar sy kyk jy oorspronklike mense. Alles wat oorspronklik begin het is spits nie, as die spits nie, as die boete is dik. Sinds die donker mense en alle goed ons begin met Indiërs pas, even die oorspronklike Indiër met die stylkop het dik neeste. Hulle dik features, dik lippe, dik alles. Waar kom die in van skerp neus, dan lippies al die kak. Julle moet kyk in geskiedenis. You will feel embarrassed for just mixing with us people. Instead of you guys get like my family, on my daddy's side, he comes through a mix, you'd say a mixed father, but that mixed father understood that in order for me to get back into a state of where I feel whole or seem whole, I will take a full breed Bantu woman. That's what that man understood. So if your father takes a full breed Bantu woman, where do you go wrong when you come out like a seventh or eighth or ninth child looking full breed like your father's wife, or your, meaning your mother now, your full breed mother? You start looking like that. Your brothers before that, they come out and mix, but the more you mix, the more children you have, the more it cleans the genetics up. So without people, it's like my father being a full breed, looking like a full breed, but then going for a half breed type woman. Not saying that there's anything wrong or discriminating against that, but you guys have forgotten that, yeah, one drop of Bantu blood or one drop of indigenous or melanin in your, as they say, Kaffir blood in you, makes you a Kaffir. One drop. You're the only person that thinks that, yeah, once I mix with this, but okay, that's more on the father side. One, you see, when the father, when it's from the father side, it makes you full breed. You full on, but from the mother side, that's mixed now. But still, even with the mixing of the mother, even the Bantu woman is even so dominant in genetics. She even overtakes the foreign man's place through genetics. So if that foreign man keeps on mixing with that Bantu woman, one of those children is gonna come out looking full breed Bantu like the Bantu woman. This is what we don't understand. Like the Bantu gene from the man and woman side, this is what how you know this is the Israelites, or the first seed from creation from Jacob's side with the blessing, is the fact that they can mix and get watered down, but they have the ability to mix up again and fix the genetics. Whereas on the Khoi side, that is almost not possible, because that's something that with the Khoi people they lose with Adam's genetics. They lose something when they mix. That's from ESO side, but yet still, even though they notice they lose everything, how did you lose the first time? Why are you not in places like Europe, Japan, and Asia, and all these places, and all these Chinese places? Because most of our Khoi people from ESO side, none of them look like full-on Khoi people. Like even with my grandpa, you don't look like you don't have like Chinese features or whatever. He has European features. But looking more, he looks more like a Bantu. His mother, like, is like I don't know what. I haven't asked my grandpa that now again on my mother's side. But when I look at my Uma Sarah, what type of Khoi woman or whatever is she? Like, is she a Khoi Nama? I don't know. Because when I look at most of the Nam people, they look Asian. Whereas my Uma side, my Uma Khuruki from my grandpa side looks European, like full on European, with like big eyes and all that. Mostly when I look at most Bantu people, they have big eyes. Not Asian eyes. The only ones that look there, there's the Asian eyes, the people that is here in Cape Town that's deep, that we would say is Judah or whatever. Because Judah has a connection again with Esau. That's the thing, that the connection between Judah and Esau is the fact that they both like foreign women. This is why Judea was separate from Israel. Remember, Judah is part of Jacob's sons. But why is Judah separate from Israel, his kingdom? Because of him mixing with separate people that is not part of Israel. Even Israel is mixed in that, but the thing is with Israel, they mixed once and they kept, and they this is why they're always in power, because they listen to the Most High when he says that, hey, moenie weer meng nie man, julle het klaar gesien wat gebeur as julle meng. Julle verloor dinge, mense kyk af op julle, al die goedes, people ravish you and treat you as nothing. So this is why Israel, the Bantu people, is so in a position of royalty, because not because they scam them or whatever, or they steal or whatever, it's because they listen to the Creator. They follow the Most High's laws to the point, to the max, like full-heartedly. Whereas other people, they follow the Most High's laws, it comes and goes with them. But with Bantu people, yeah, that don't get it twisted. That means it's strict. Especially our Zulu people, that's your first Nguni people, they strict when it comes to the laws of the Most High. You would think that, yeah, the menses, God. But moenie dophou van die mense, moenie vir hulle dophou nie. Vat nout van wat gebeur in die boek en wat die Most High sê, en kyk hoekom hulle in 'n posisie is. Die mense van niet in zo'n positie, weet je, en As ek kyk die skrifte word gelees is, hey, there's everything's coming and Bantu people is keeping on to the most high. They keeping on to the laws of Nkulunkulu. Like I don't know if that's if that's the ancestor name or whatever, but I know that's the supreme being in the Zulu culture. So I know that that's the highest of the highest. Remember, the name of God has been the true name of Israel, and the true name of Israel's God has been wiped out of existence. We don't know what it is. Even this close, the Bible that I'm reading, or the name that I know now, the I am that Moses gave, we still don't know what the validity is to that. Remember, it's been so long that these people has had the books of Israel and changed it that you don't know what is going what for what. But nonetheless, man, this thing of you trying to put say there's a genocide in South Africa with the Mlungus and all this. Ain't no one believe in that cuck. We don't know what you're trying. You're trying to start another war out of the blue. You're trying to just stoke another apartheid 2.0. But that shit ain't gonna work. The mense is nie vaak nie. The only thing that, sorry Baba, the only thing that plays a big role or how can I say, a big hindrance in the revolution is colored people. Colored people is the biggest hindrance in the revolution. Want colored mense sy wit die waarde wil visie. Sy wit of sy warm is of sy koud is. As a skrif wat sê die most I say, I appreciate you that's warm. I appreciate you that's cold. But you that's lukewarm, I hate you because you don't know where you want to be. Yes, Baba? It's open. I'll speak again about this. To be continued.